Parmesan cheese, known as Parmigiano Reggiano in Italy, is one of the most famous and expensive cheeses in the world. It's rich, crumbly, and full of flavor. But this cheese is not just food, it's a tradition. Every wheel is made with care, aged for months, and follows strict rules that protect its quality. From the farms to the aging rooms, everything is done by hand and with skill, passed down for generations. In this video, we'll show you how real Parmesan is made and why it's so special. Please subscribe to our channel for the latest Parmesan cheese updates. In 2024, the global Parmesan cheese market is estimated to be worth $16.73 billion, with projections to reach $20.25 billion by 2028. Parmigiano Reggiano, the world's top PDO food, produced 2.69 million wheels of cheese, setting a new record in 2024. The Parmigiano Reggiano Consortium reported export volumes of 72,440 tons, with strong growth in key markets like the US, France, Germany, the UK, and Canada. Authentic Parmesan cheese, officially called Parmigiano Reggiano, can only be made in one special region of northern Italy. This includes the provinces of Parma, Reggio Emilia, Modena, and limited parts of Bologna and Mantua. The European Union protects this region under PDO rules, which means every step of the cheese-making process must happen there. The local climate, altitude, soil, and cow feed all affect the milk's quality. This unique environment, known as terroir, gives Parmesan its one-of-a-kind flavor. Cows are fed natural grasses and hay, and no additives or preservatives are used. That's why real Parmesan cannot be copied anywhere else in the world. The journey of authentic Parmesan cheese begins with the milk, but not just any ordinary milk. It comes from carefully raised cows that are fed a natural diet of hay, grass, and non-fermented feed, never silage or fermented grains. This strict diet ensures the milk remains clean, pure, and rich in flavor. These cows are milked twice a day, and the process is timed with precision. The milk from the evening is allowed to rest overnight, during which the cream rises and is skimmed off. In the morning, this partially skimmed milk is combined with the fresh whole milk from the new milking. This carefully balanced mixture must be used immediately without refrigeration to preserve its raw, unpasteurized integrity. In traditional Parmesan dairies, fresh milk is poured into large copper vats that hold over 1,000 liters. These bell-shaped vessels are chosen for their excellent heat conductivity and their ability to release trace copper ions, subtly enhancing flavor. Morning, whole milk is mixed with skimmed milk from the previous evening. Then, natural whey starter and calf rennet are added, triggering coagulation in about 10 minutes. The curd is cut into tiny grains using a tool called a spino. It's then gently heated to 55 degrees Celsius, which firms up the curds. This careful process gives Parmesan its signature granular texture and sets the foundation for its rich, complex flavor. Once the curd has formed, it sinks and settles at the bottom of the copper vat, becoming a single, solid, cheesy mass. Cheesemakers reach into the warm liquid with muslin cloths and carefully divide the curd in half, each portion destined to become a Parmesan wheel. These curds are gently lifted and placed into round stainless steel molds that give the cheese its iconic wheel shape. Around the rim, a plastic band is placed, stamped with the words Parmigiano Reggiano, the dairy's ID number, and the production date. For 24 hours, metal weights press out moisture, helping the cheese firm up. Even now, each wheel weighs over 80 pounds. After molding, young Parmesan wheels are carefully submerged in large, salty water baths, a process called brining that lasts 18 to 20 days. During this time, the cheese slowly absorbs salt through its thick rind, adding the rich, savory flavor Parmesan is known for. Salt also draws out excess moisture, firms the rind, and creates ideal conditions for aging without spoilage or bacterial growth. No salt is mixed directly into the curds. It comes only from this natural soak. This traditional method uses no preservatives, preserving the cheese's authentic purity. After brining, the wheels move to temperature-controlled aging rooms where expert cheesemakers monitor them closely to ensure perfect quality. In traditional Parmesan dairies, about 1,100 to 1,200 liters of milk, a blend of morning whole milk and skimmed evening milk, are poured into large, bell-shaped copper vats. These vats are prized for their excellent heat conductivity and their ability to release trace copper ions, subtly enhancing flavor. A natural whey starter and calf rennet are added, triggering coagulation in 10 to 12 minutes. The curd is cut into rice-sized grains using a spino and gently heated to 55 degrees Celsius. This process firms the curds and begins forming the cheese's signature granular texture, an essential step in creating authentic Parmigiano Reggiano. Before a wheel can officially be labeled as authentic Parmigiano Reggiano, it undergoes a rigorous, detailed inspection by a master grader from the Consorzio del Formaggio Parmigiano Reggiano. Using a tiny hammer, they carefully tap across the rind and listen closely for any flaws such as cracks, air bubbles, or imperfections. If the wheel passes this thorough quality test, it's branded with a hot iron mark of certification. If it doesn't meet the strict standards, it's stripped of its prestigious name and sold as generic cheese. This critical inspection is vital for maintaining the brand's integrity and worldwide reputation. Only the best wheels are approved, which explains why Parmesan maintains such a high reputation and price. Those crunchy bits in aged Parmesan aren't salt, they're tyrosine crystals, a natural byproduct of aging. These protein crystals are a sign of maturity and quality. As Parmesan ages, proteins and fats break down into smaller flavor compounds, giving the cheese its deep, nutty, and savory flavor. The longer it ages, the more intense and grainy it becomes. True Parmesan develops a complex mix of umami, nuttiness, and fruitiness, which pairs perfectly with pastas, salads, or even eaten in chunks on its own. Its texture and taste become richer with every passing month of aging. Why is Parmesan so expensive? Because it requires massive time, effort, and care. Each wheel takes over 500 liters of milk, needs years of storage, and demands daily monitoring. The cheese shrinks during aging, losing water and weight up to 15% or more. Then there's the labor cost, bringing, inspections, cleaning, and space to store thousands of wheels for years. And finally, not every wheel passes inspection. Some get downgraded or rejected entirely. When you buy real Parmesan, you're not just paying for cheese, you're supporting a massive, precise, and high-skill operation that values quality above all. In the European Union, Parmigiano Reggiano is legally protected. This PDO label ensures that only cheese from specific regions using traditional methods can use the name. But outside Europe, Parmesan is often used for cheaper imitation products that are mass-produced with additives and shortcuts. Real Parmesan has just 3 ingredients: milk, rennet, and salt. No preservatives, no chemicals. The difference in taste and texture is huge. The real deal is drier, more complex, and loaded with umami flavor. So while knockoffs exist, none match the authenticity and prestige of certified Parmigiano Reggiano. It's protected for a reason. Parmesan cheese is more than just a topping, it's a piece of Italy's rich food history. From grass-fed cows to aging in old cheese cellars, every wheel is made with care, tradition, and time. It takes over a year to create, and every step is done with skill and passion. That's why real Parmesan costs more, and why people all over the world love it. So next time you eat it, remember you're tasting true craftsmanship. If you enjoyed learning how it's made, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with cheese lovers.